eater from the Fleece in Bristol that Steve had gone down to see.
Welcome to Old Angry Punk 7.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you to all those who sent requests in for bands to be played. We'll hope to get round to as many of them as possible.
Thanks a lot.
The email address is at the bottom of the screen. On this week's show, we have an interview with Pete Bentham and the Dinnerladies, plus a couple of live tracks.
So we've had a few requests, 3 good ones. COVID-21, Wonk Unit, and I think they're American, Convict Class.
We've also got some library footage of Paranoid Visions and Culture Shock.
Fantastic.
So plenty to enjoy, folks.
And then it's on to our regular Steve, Neil's Wardrobe.
And his post.
Fantastic.
CD review.
Lovely.
And an old school punk medley.
Which I always love.
Anyway, it's back to the present. Here's Pete Bentham and the Dinnerladies.
At the Salty Dog. Enjoy.
You've been listening. Okay, this is our feminist anthem. It's called the Say Goodbye Thing. It goes like this. possible.
Yeah. A bit nearer. Are you good? Good to go. Okay, we're here with Pete Bentham from Pete Bentham and the Dinnerladies, and they're playing tonight at the Salty Dog. So, how's things, Pete?
Really good, yeah, all good. The band are really busy. We our new record came out sort of back end of last year, so
fantastic.
So said to the record label to try and cover every geographical base, so that's what we're trying to do. So
brilliant.
We're in Northwich tonight. So
yeah, I caught you at the the Screaming Dead gig.
Oh yeah, but
That was
yeah.
brilliant. I really enjoyed that.
It's a good gig. Yeah.
I think I seen you Rebellion a few times.
Yeah.
So how did the band come about?
The band come about, I've been in bands before, but never like my own band. Sort of played guitar for other people, done a bit of songwriting, but not much. And I hadn't been in bands for years really. And then about 20 years ago I got very ill. I have Crohn's disease, if you know what that is.
I do, my daughter has it.
Yeah. But he didn't know I had it, and I was getting ill, and he hadn't been diagnosed with it, and I got very ill, and I had to go in hospital. He actually got that sepsis thing that can kill you. I was lucky, and so I was in hospital for a bit. And then my mum, that was in Liverpool, and my mum, who was in her 70s at the time, used to get the bus to come and see me in Liverpool from Widnes, where I'm from, to see me. So when you sort of not sure if you're going to make it kind of thing, you start thinking about stuff. I thought, I really should get back into doing some music if I get out of here.
Brilliant.
And my mum was a retired dinner lady, so I said we should start, I'm going to start a band, I'm going to call it Dinnerladies, just for fun, just for me. And then people said, well, you should get ladies. So I thought, oh yeah, I should do. And that's the true story, that's how it came about.
Well, that's just answered one of the questions.
Yeah.
I was going to ask how it came about. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So, are your dinner ladies actually real dinner ladies?
No, we're all, you know, they're not real dinner ladies, but we are a funny band. We're all different types of people, which you don't always, different ages and different types.
Of course,
so, which you don't always get. I can't think of another band. Maybe someone like Ogo Bordello or someone like that. I don't know. But no, they're not actually.
I've noticed you. Do you have like a floating cast of members?
Yeah. I think, to be honest, if you ask anybody, you ask like Charlie Harper from the UK subs, and you know, Wonk Unit and all of that. It's hard to keep a DIY band together. No one's really getting paid. They're all doing it for love. So we have a main band, but then like Tony the drummer has kids, so there's some that he can't do. So we have a standing drummer. Then the dancers, we've got 3 of them, so one can't do.
I know it's 3.
Yeah, and we've got on a reserve saxophone player as well. So
is that the lady or the male?
The lady is the male was the reserve one. So but tonight it's the sort of main band that's playing tonight. But sometimes we have an odd other one in, but it's the only way you can really keep
Of course,
going.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
And did you actually find any life in Brill?
Well, you know what? We're playing Rill later in the year, and so I'll let you know. But I mean, Rill is everyone from like round our way, Liverpool, always used to go to Rill for the holidays when they were kids. Yeah. So I mean, the song is sort of about the meaning in life and all that lot, and I wrote, "Don't vote Tory." And never will, and I couldn't put "Is there life in Mars?" So I changed it to "Is there life in Brill?" So it just rhymed. So
I love it. Yeah.
So that's how it came to mention Brill. It's quite what everyone can relate to Brill round our way, because
they come round there. It's the same from Cheshire, I think.
Yeah.
Did you take over your dad's shed?
Well, yeah, my dad did have a shed. My dad was a pigeon fancier. That was a big thing.
Of course
one time.
it was.
Pigeon racing. And it was a pigeon shed. So him and my older, when I was a little kid, him and my older brother used to do that. And then when he didn't do that anymore, it just became a functional shed. Yeah.
Did he race the pigeons?
Yeah, he did, and he was quite big. It was like, you know, Tommy Bentham and Son. They used to race them to like in France and everywhere.
Fantastic.
It was quite a big deal. Like
it was.
This
I
would
remember.
be like the 70s. Like
Yeah. Especially, I think it's a northern thing, isn't it?
It's a northern thing. I don't know whether it must still be a thing.
It must be. It must
but
be.
I don't know. You had the clocks.
Yeah.
You know, that were like a tachograph thing in it.
That's right.
And then you used to take the rubber race ring off, and then you put it in a capsule and drop it and then record the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It must still be a thing somewhere.
It must be, because you see them flying around in flocks, don't you? So it must be.
Yeah.
Is the Goth postman still delivering letters?
Yeah, I did see him. He was from Liverpool. The funny thing happened to me. I heard he wasn't in Liverpool anymore, and then when I was at Rebellion a few years ago, and when they had the outdoor stage at the back, remember that, when they had the outdoor stage at the back?
Yeah.
And I was watching, was the Ruts or someone, and someone tapped me on the shoulder and turned around and went, he said, I'm the goth
It's the
postman.
goth postman.
And he recognised me and everything, and then so we played Blackpool not long after that, and he came to the gig. He was quite shy, so we had to get someone else to be the goth postman in the video.
Did you ever slip him any free CDs?
We did give him a record.
You gave him one, yeah.
We're not seeing him for a while, so he was in Blackpool, that's where he was.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Pete, why is art shit?
What?
Why is art shit?
When I was a kid, I wanted to go to art school. I was into drawing and stuff like that. And I grew up on a council estate in Widnes. My mum was a Dinnerladies, my dad worked in a chemical factory. And it was like, oh, people like us don't do art and all that lot. So it was like, you know, so it's like laughing at the fact that don't bother with all that art stuff. You'll never amount to anything. That's shit. But then later on, I was really into Andy Warhol, and Andy Warhol, he had that thing where any art is anything.
Yes.
A tin of soup could be and all that lot.
That's right.
And also, I think Andy Warhol and probably the Velvet Underground had quite an influence on punk. Really, I think you know, different people come to punk from different directions.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was quite big. That thing had a very DIY element to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the music with it as well.
So it's like that thing, art is anything. So it's saying to mum and dad, like, well, you know, art is shit. Well, so am I. So great, you know, I'll be shit then, and do art.
And you wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then the bit in the middle where it says, what was it saying? Don't feed the hippies, it's the only element. It's like, you know, don't pander to the pretentious people who make it this arty thing that you have to be like an amazing painter or something to do it. You can just do it. It's the punk thing. So it's like a punk anthem.
Exactly. If you look over there, that to me is art. Just take a bit of that, John. You know, that's art, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not you know, scribbles on a canvas. But it is one. I don't know whether you can do this, but could you get me a date with your bass player?
That's a very long queue.
Right. I can imagine. Yeah. Does the Queen Victoria's knob exist?
Yes, it does.
Is this a thing
and
in
if
Liverpool?
I had £1 for every time
you
somebody sent me a picture, send me a picture of it.
Right.
It's a statue of Queen Victoria near the Pier Head in Liverpool.
Right.
And she's sat down holding like a rod. I'll show you a picture of it in a minute, and we'll put it on the camera. But when you look at it from the side, it looks like it's got a big knob. And it's definitely been done on purpose. Someone's had a sense of humour. And it is a thing. So in the song, it's like a thing that the ordinary people know about, but not necessarily the toughs. So, like, if we're gonna have like a revolution, then that could be the password. And you all know where to meet and everything. But since I did the song, honestly, every punk band that comes from Liverpool goes and takes a picture. And I'll sort of find it now.
Go for it. So it's almost like the iconic Clash stairs, isn't it, in a way?
Yeah, it's
but
like
Liverpool.
That.
Fantastic.
I should find it. Liverpool Queen Victoria's never.
So it's right by the Mersey, is it?
Yeah, it's as you walk down the high street, the main high street, going towards the river.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my God, it does. It looks like there's a knob hanging out, doesn't it? Grab that, Johnny. That's definitely been done on purpose, hasn't it? Fantastic. Somebody with a sense of humour. And then you've got various other knobs there.
Yeah.
Pete, was Marcel Duchamp clean around the bend?
Clean around the bend. Well, that's another thing about the art thing, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
If you know anything about him, it's called Dadaism, which is like sort of using art, especially like absurd things, making it funny. What he wants to take the mickey out of the pretentious art establishment, so he put his toilet exhibition. But you know, stuff like Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer, that kind of thing is considered like guard artists. You know, and people say that about us. So, but people thought just bad, so that's why I put clean around the bend. Clean around the bend with the bog, and he might have been clean around the bend.
That's what I wasn't sure. Was it a toilet reference?
Well, yeah. Well, he put his toilet in it.
Yes.
So it was. But then when clean around the bend could be clean in the bog,
exactly.
or a bit mad, you know.
Yeah. So it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm shy. Now I've heard back at the Screaming Dead gig, you sort of mentioned it about you're quite a shy person.
Yeah.
So is the song "I'm Shy" is that autobiographical?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah.
But it's funny, isn't it? Because I think a lot of people in bands are. Well, once you get on the stage, it's alright. You can do that because you sort of become somebody else in a way. I guess.
Yeah. I've been in singer in a few bands, and you can lose yourself on stage. Become another person almost. And like say, come off, and you sort of, whoa, I don't want to be bothered, sort of thing. I've heard your music called rockabilly, punk, kitchencore, nerdcore.
Right.
What would you call it?
I haven't heard that one, but well, we made up kitchencore for a laugh because you try and get a gig, and when they go, oh, are you a punk band, a pop punk band, a post punk band, a skate punk band, or whatever? It was like, so we thought, well, we just made up our own genre because it was like,
I think it's
Dinnerladies, we just said it's kitchencore, and it's sort of stuck, and it's really funny. Tour to Germany, and it has a poster outside that says kitchencore from Liverpool, like anyone's supposed to know what it is.
You've invented a new genre.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What's a hit potato, Pete? Hit potato.
Potato. I can't remember now about that one. Well, I think it was about people telling you that you have to like certain bands. Because the Cool or the NME or whatever writes about
course.
So because they're hip, so it's like taking the mickey out of that trendy music.
Following the trend, like which punks hopefully don't do. Well, we never used to, did we? Do you still think people are like cats and dogs? I think it's quite a good song, really, because it's like it's about people, really, isn't it? It's not really about cats and dogs. It's about people. No.
When it says, you get what you deserve is the main thing in that.
Which is true, isn't it? Now this might be. Is Dead's Not Punk an anti-punk is Dead song?
No, what that song is I thought it'd be funny to write because the message in the song is that it's like look after yourself. If you listen to the lyrics, so I thought it'd be funny to write a rock and roll song about looking after yourself, because usually historically they've always been I hope I die before I get old. All I need is cigarettes and alcohol. I thought it'd be funny to write a song about looking after yourself. So there's that punk, and it's a little bit of a taking a mickey out the punk scene as well. Or people who are trying to be more punk than you, which is always.
Which is shit, isn't it?
It's funny. You should take the piss out of those.
Exactly. Last one. On your EP, you ask, is there anybody out there?
Right,
Is there anybody out there, Pete?
I don't know, actually. They reckon that Donald Trump is about to announce that.
They do, don't they? Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think there are. I think it's quite arrogant for us to believe we're the only people in the universe,
Well, they reckon. Well, they say it's that like numerically there must be there's that many. Because Obama said something, didn't he? When he was in, he thought that something referenced to it as well. And I'm not a Donald Trump fan, but I just said that because it's been in the news today. But they said, well, there must be something numerically that the chances of it, that there's that many galaxies. But he said the problem is, well, why haven't we seen it? Why haven't we visited? Well, it's probably too far for them to get to us. Probably.
I don't know. I mean, me and Johnny, we were sat outside a pub 6 months ago, Pete, and the only way I could describe it was dark, and it was like a train carriage going up into the sky. that's the best way I can describe it. It certainly wasn't a plane.
Yeah.
Don't know what it was. I haven't a clue.
There's got to be something else.
There's got to be. There's got to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on that note, Pete, thank you very much.
Was that all right?
Fantastic, mate. I was really worried that you'd be like, what the fuck?
No, it's all right.
But I tried to make it as sort of relaxed and funny as I could.
Yeah.
And you answered up brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you very much.
Nice one. Thanks a lot.
Are we all good, John?
Genocidal maniacs play war and destruction, set us on each other. That's its whole function. Wake up and see their games, see the real enemy, distraction and reaction. Show some free thinking autonomy. And we fight, and we fight, and we fight each other. So we lose, as sisters and brothers. Don't ever think they won't fuck us all over. Death camp's not so far away if we don't silence the hate. War machine, money machine, we've learned nothing from past mistakes. Innocence destroyed. For many, it's too late. And we fight, and we fight, and we fight each other. So we lose, as sisters and brothers. We are divided, they will conquer. We are divided, they will conquer. We are divided, they will conquer. We are divided, they will conquer.
3. Put your hand on the keys, sir. 1.
We're too busy fighting! Too busy blaming! Squabbling and judging! Too busy shaming! Not the end of us! Oh, there's the wrong place! Any one of us! Oh, where's the wrong place? Magic shows the power! Who's got the biggest stick? Who's got the most control? Whilst the world is sick, we are not their pawns, they are not our kings. We are what they've got us, they can't even keep peace. Six safe in their gorgeous, gesturing and fighting, only crazy egos, whilst the world is dying. Death camps in China, war in the Middle East, deportations in America, hatred will never cease. They fight, we lose, we fight, we lose, they fight, we lose, we fight, we lose, they fight, we lose, we fight, we lose, they fight, we lose, we always fucking lose! Imagine seeing loved ones starve, dead and raped. Imagine seeing their terror, watching all her fade. They hide behind their armies, not their blood they shed, obediently dying as they pile up the dead. Massaging their egos with the bodies of the dead. No plastic soldiers, they die, they bleed red. Tell us what they want us to hear, feed us with their lies. Brutality is reality as innocent people die. Go fight your own wars, not so quick to react. Go fight your own wars, we've learned nothing from the past. Go fight your own wars, see how long it lasts. Go fight your own wars as we wait for a nuclear blast.
music.
was Gary Gilmore's Eyes from 1977 on Anchor Records by the Adverts. This is the A to Z of punk bands. Welcome back to Neil's Wardrobe. The band were formed by Tim TV Smith and Gay Advert, Gay Black, who were living in Devon in 1976. They moved to London and were joined by guitarist Howard Pickup, Howard Bowick, and drummer Laurie Driver, Laurie Muscat. Between January and April 1977, the Adverts performed about 9 times at the Roxy Club, supporting bands like Generation X, The Damned and Slaughter and the Dogs. Their single, Bored Teenagers, was recorded on the Roxy WC2 album. They were spotted by Michael Dempsey, who became their manager. Dempsey could be influential in the music business. He knew his way around and he had plenty of contacts. He could help the Adverts get away from a strangulating contract with Stiff and move them on to other opportunities with other record companies. In April of 1977, they recorded the first of 4 sessions for John Peel's Radio 1 programme. At some point on Old Angry Punks, we will get round to a special on John Peel, the Radio 1 DJ, who gave rise to a myriad of punk and new wave bands in those early days. On their first tour, the Adverts supported The Damned, who were also on Stiff Records. They have also supported Iggy Pop on tour, before then going on to headline tours themselves. Apparently it seems that by committing suicide you're not allowed to be a body donor, so he demanded an execution so that he could donate. Gilmore got his wish. He was executed by firing squad in January 1977. His corneas were donated to 2 recipients. The Advert song is a fictional account of one of the recipients of Gilmore's corneas. There was tabloid controversy over the record, which probably helped to propel it up to the charts. It reached number 18. Between 1976 and 1979, the Adverts produced over 7 singles and 2 albums. Their first album, Crossing the Red Sea, received critical acclaim, but apparently the second album, The Cast of Thousands, did not, although personally I think it should have done. It's a brilliant album. TV Smith is a brilliant writer. Anybody who comes up with the lyrics, I just watch the dead walk by and they don't seem jealous of my life, it's a winner for me. Sadly, the media's attention of Gay Advert was along the lines of voyeurism. It was this sexist attention and internal squabblings within the band that led to Gay Advert leaving the band and punk rock altogether. Disillusioned, Gay Advert became a home care manager for social services and returned to creating art. With some band members leaving in 1979, they were replaced by Tim Cross on keyboards, Paul Martinez on guitar and Rick Martinez on acoustic drum kit. John Towie and Rod Latter are also associated with the band. Altogether, there were 5 albums, 11 singles and EPs, and 161 appearances from the Adverts. Tim Smith moved on with TV Smith's Explorers, amongst a number of other bands. He continues to tour and do gigs that include songs by the Adverts. TV Smith continues to create great material and plays acoustic guitar with the same gusto that he has done for more than 50 years. His work is widely available and information is available online. There's also a BBC documentary about his life's work. Let's listen to another.
Losing
absolutely brilliant interview with him. He was so open and candid, and it was fantastic talking to him.
It really was a smashing interview, that, wasn't it? Really lucky there. Also, some of the viewers' requests. COVID-21, almost like a crash band, wasn't it?
Brilliant. Took me right back to the 80s.
Yeah, definitely.
Great singer.
Yeah. Wonk Unit, very popular, Andy.
Very, very popular. And, Steve, I'm hoping to grab an interview with him towards the end of the month.
Fantastic.
Over at the Star and Garter.
Perfect. We'll be looking for that.
Indeed.
This A to Z of punk, Andy, I think it'd be good if the viewers actually contributed to that and
yes,
made suggestions themselves.
Definitely, yeah. Because I'm hoping if the viewers send in requests or band names, that even us will find bands we've never heard before.
Absolutely.
So we're opening the floor up to A to Z, send them in.
We'll be looking forward to your contribution. In the meantime, it's Andy's post.
Hey, that sounds like the postman. Okay, mail day, guys. Steve, what have we got today? I'm guessing it's seed. Crikey. There we go. Oh, these are foreign bands, Steve.
Okay.
This is The Attack. I think they're from Orlando, Florida.
Oh, right.
Like a street punk band.
Brilliant.
Really good. But they've actually played at the Salty Dog and done a lot of UK tours.
Brilliant.
So they do get over here and play. Really good street punk. So that's The Attack, called Get Lost. And that's on... I can't read that, mate, can you? I think it's down there.
And Enemy, is it?
Enemy Records.
Enemy Records.
Right, okay. And then we've got Finland's finest, the Blitzkrieg Boys. These have been going since 85, Steve.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They haven't put much out. I think they've put an album, maybe a couple of singles.
Okay.
2 albums at the most. I've got both albums. I think this is a best of. So yeah, really good. Too Old to Die Young.
Fair enough.
And it's sort of poppy, punky,
Okay.
Ramones core.
Oh, fair enough.
You know,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is way ahead of the time, actually. So that's a couple of CDs. I'm guessing these are singles, Steve. Let's have a butcher's. That's how I like it. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. The Basement Benders. These are American band. I'm not sure. I think
Nice
they could be
covering.
from Florida as well. They're on Drunken Sailor Records, 4 tracks, and Dead Broke Records. So it must be a collaboration.
Yes.
Again, poppy punky,
Yeah.
which you know I love, the Ramon Core. Stay Clean Jolene. Now, these are band from Manchester,
Right.
a 4-piece. This is live at the Dog Bolton 2014.
Wow.
So that just, I don't know whether they're going still, to be honest, Steve. This is on a great label, so a shout out, Just Say No to Government Music Records, based out of Blackpool.
Right.
I think it's run by the guy out of Litterbug, the band Litterbug. He did send me, so that's that one, and this one are on their label. This is a band called Holiday. I'm not sure, the UK, I'm not sure where in the UK. Again, Ramon Core, sort of, these are more Leatherface, Stay Clean Jolene,
Okay.
whereas this is more Ramones Core, Holiday. And this again, oh no, this is a 5-track. and I think it is on Just Say No to, oh no, Brass Neck Records.
Yes, we've heard of them before.
We've
haven't
heard of them. We love Brass Neck.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scott from Brass Neck Records. So Holiday, 5 tracks. Oh, look at that, mate.
It's a nice colour, isn't it?
That's a lovely green, isn't it?
Isn't it?
We love a bit of vinyl. Oh, I don't know what this colour is. Let's have a... Hey!
Same again.
Same again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and a note.
Oh, and a note.
We'll read that after. Yeah, Blackpool, Just Say No.
Dear Andy, here's a tenner. Can you
Have a beer on
have a beer on
Have a
us?
beer
And,
on us.
Don't forget to mention.
Just Say No to government music.
Oh,
What?
we like Ricky in the last
We
days.
do like a bit of Ricky and the Last Days of Earth. Oh, and the Toy Dolls.
You were on about this the other day, weren't
Yeah, I forgot I ordered that. So we'll start with this. To those that don't know, big shout out to Neil Dean,
you?
one of his favourite bands from 1977.
This wouldn't be victimised by any chance, would it?
It's got that on it, Steve. It does have, there it is, Victimised.
Victimised, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ricky and the Last Days of Earth. I think they did about 3 singles as well.
Yeah.
So, 1977. Damn Records. Not heard of them. So that's that. And finally, look at that little beaut. The Toy Dolls. Olga looking fine there. 2 young ladies draped over him. And it's a 12-inch. James Bond Lives Down Our Street. And one of my favourites, Olga Akana and Griefsville.
Super.
That is on their late volume records, which most of their early stuff was put out on. So there you go.
What a great post this week.
Great postage. Thank you, Mr. Postman.
Well, Andy's passed this one on to me. Devoid, and the album 1981. It's a bootleg. God knows who sent it us. This is punk, fast and furious, just as we like it. Chris Lane's on the drums, who previously worked on a band called Identity. There are 8 tracks recorded on this CD by John Priestley at Abatis Studios and mastered by John Levitt at Redshift Mastering. No Sense is one of my favourite tracks. All of the band are driving this, vocals, guitar, bass and yes, drums again. Come to think of it, all of this CD as a whole would make one great night out as a gig. There's even an interesting take on Simon and Garfunkel's Sound of Silence. They do a good job of that too. So get a look out for Devoid on the album 1981. It's got familiar themes that run through that period of time. Attacks on the establishment, war, media, and Nostradamus even. Well worth a visit.
Review time. And I mentioned earlier maybe, or it'll come up later, a label called Just Say No to Government Music that's out of Blackpool. I think it's run by the guy out of Litterbug. And this is on his label. It's called The Magic of the Marketplace. And it's 4-track EP. And it's made up, it's a supergroup, a Blackpool supergroup. Various members of bands from Blackpool.
Brilliant.
I can't remember them all off the top of my head. So yeah, The Magic of the Marketplace. Very, I'd say Leatherface style. Slightly poppy punky but gritty with a Leatherface sort of twist to it. If you love that kind of no idea type bands, you'll love this. My favourite track, Smile and Wave. Well, number 2 and number 4, Smile and Wave and False Relationships. Proper blasters.
Brilliant.
So I recommend get in touch with Just Say No to Government Music Records out of Blackpool. and you can't go wrong. I'm sure they'll put you on to a few of their releases. Well, thanks for watching, guys. That was episode 7, and don't forget to send us any requests, especially the A to Z of punk.
Plus, also, send us stuff for Andy's post. And CD reviews. We can't do these things without you guys.
That's right.
Anyway, we've had a good packed show, and we hope you've enjoyed it. Take care for now.
Ta-ra, guys.
See you soon.
Standing out in the street, looking through the pane glass windows and outside view. There's a television started on the floor, and the paint is screwed. See, I ain't never saw it before. I wanna come in 'cause I've got the news. All that I am stuck with is this outside view. Nothing to do and nothing to gain. I can't cut along and said, what's your name? Said I am a girl, my name's Jermaine. He says you better come along and I'm not with you. I wanna stay down here with my outside view. I'm well.